On the 25th of February 2010, Queen Elizabeth's First Minister Alex Salmond presented a paper entitled Scotland's Future Draft Referendum Scotland Bill Consultation, and I quote, "Her Majesty the Queen would remain as head of state. The current parliamentary and political union of Great Britain and Northern Ireland would become a monarchical and social union, United Kingdoms rather than a United Kingdom, maintaining a relationship forged in 1603 by the Union of the Crowns." So there is Salmond's approach, printed in black and white in his own paper. He intends to deny the Scots the sovereign right of an independent nation to elect our own head of state. He intends the head of state and the Scottish sovereign to be Queen Elizabeth. And the reality is, Salmond opposes the sovereignty of the Scottish people, preferring the sovereignty of the Queen. But then Salmond tells his big lie when presenting that publication, which surrenders sovereignty to the Queen, when he lied to us all.
But the important principle that underlies the approach of the SNP government, and indeed the approach in this paper, is of course the principle of our belief in the sovereignty of the Scottish people.
Salmond says the approach of his paper supports the sovereignty of the Scottish people, but the truth is the exact opposite. Salmond's paper's approach actually surrenders sovereignty to the Queen and to the United Kingdoms and the Union of the Crowns. This man Salmond is a barefaced liar who has betrayed the Scots to his Queen, and goodness knows why any Scot believes a word out of his mouth. Salmond's treachery does not end there. Even the ballot paper he proposes is rigged to stop Scots voting simply for Scottish national independence without risking the appearance of agreeing to retain the Queen. Never have the Scots been confronted with such a devious traitor as Alex Salmond. The sovereignty of the Scottish people will be asserted when we Scots are allowed to elect our own head of state, a president of a Scottish republic, and when our good president defends the sovereign rights and freedoms of the Scots to speak out, to protest, and to govern ourselves democratically in a free country, with all Scots as part of the government and with no monarch as head of state. Only then will we have the sovereignty of the Scottish people truly respected. There is no route to Scottish independence which includes following this traitor Salmond or supporting his referendum plan. Salmond's plan is a dead end which keeps the Scots in slavery under the brutal rule of the Queen's United Kingdoms. The true route to Scottish national independence is to oust the Queen by banning her and the Windsor royal family from Scotland, and to enforce that ban by any means necessary. Discuss with me, Peter Dow, and other viewers of this video by registering your own username account with the For Freedom forums.